But think of a situation where robot is not there. Then all the works will be done taking 24 hours, where time is a very precious thing in this present world. Now in America, in 3 minutes, one car can be built up. So in this kind of situation where time is very limited, we need to use such kind of technologies in proper time. Then let's talk about this 3D printing, where even if we are in a stage in which we can print the technologies of human organs. And in some cases, after 2 to 3 years, there will be a time where we will be able to even create and we will be able to reduce the crime of organ transplantation. Mr. Speaker, sir, regarding the pollution, I would like to make it very, very clear that after some 10 to 20 years, we don't need to be very afraid about this pollution level, because these present technologies are very much concerned about pollution. So for instance, there are technologies like smoke purification system and solar run vehicles. Then they're switching off to the CNG run vehicles. All these things are done to improve the pollution level. And in case of environment, people we are talking about, let me give you a very simple example. Nowadays, many technologies are fitted on the endangered species so that they can study their migration. But what I want to convey is that this technologies is just like a medicine. A medicine has also its side effect, but we still use it. Why? Because it is going to save our life. Same goes to technologies. It has a lot of energy. So it depends on how we use it. So the motion of the house should be passed at any cost. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now welcome. Now all the members in this house, whether they are in the Treasury bands or in the opposition side, have already spoken. So I myself have a few points to say. But before I do that, I would like to invite once again Mr. Meshach Takalambam to once again come forward and do the summing up of all the viewpoints which have been shared by members from both sides. And okay, yes. So Meshach Takalambam, yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to be present in this rostrum again. Since the time is very limited, I would want to focus on my rebuttal against my dear oppositioners. First of all, a speaker claimed that, as a quotation by Albert Einstein, technology is like an axe on the hands of a pathological killer. Who is the pathological killer? Is it the technology that is the pathological killer? It is us humans. So when we talk about technological misuse, it is not technology that is inflicting it upon itself. As another speaker once quoted, sex robots and why they shouldn't be used. Do you realize that sex robots are actually efficient due to the pole and difference and the disparities between male population and female population in this world? And yes, prostitution is the oldest job and profession existing in this world, and profession, as shown by statistics and high-level researchers, do indicate that it reduces the level of rape. Doesn't that already make sense that it's saving the world by just one life? And another inflation that I would want to share upon is the fact of the Kaching disaster. Do you think, dear oppositioner, in your senses, that Kaching is a developed place with technological amenities? No. If it did have technological amenities, Kaching could have saved at least one life or made reduce the risk of what the pressure would have been. And small progress, as I have stated, is also equal to the progress that we equate as a whole. And yes, that does prove that if it was there, this is a sense of mind, and it is a disparity that most of them say it is about the destroying and saving of Mother Nature. For example, in Honshu, yes, 5 years back, a nuclear reactor was blasted off, and the nuclear remnants were in that area. Can a person saying, I can save Mother Nature, go to that place and collect nuclear waste? No, it is technology that helps us and saves us. Save is a word that is inflicted in this motion and has so much characteristics to it. Because save is what it saves us from our time, it saves us from our comfort, it saves us from our limitations. And then there was also a point about the advantages and disadvantages. Dear oppositioner, what I would like to quote is that there is always a yin and yang to everything. But what were the amenities, and what were the attributions that could collect for it to say in one note. And yes, I did say that this is a state of mind and we have to predict the future by enhancing it. So technology can save the world. This is not something you stressed about so much about the misuse of technology. If you do realize that it is being misused, can't we just solve that? And they also inflicted on a pawn of cybercrime. How is cybercrime going to be solved? Is it going to be solved by someone who's saying, I want to save Mother Nature and go to the place and solve it? We solve cybercrime by cyber police, which in turn it shows the proof that, like I said, it is an antidote to the poisonous inflictions that it itself causes, and the disparities are connected. Cybercrime connected with cyber police. And about the carbon emissions and all these, like what I quoted before, it's not only about saving the world and saving it from the risk of inflation, but also about how sustainable technology can make us. It's not only about let's solve global warming, let's solve medical healthcare. It's about how do we overcome these in the future and how do we look forward and inflict these into our mentality. And this in turn saves us time as an important factor. And we have many and millions of innovative ideas that we have. Some are practical, some are still in idea stages. But then like in the quote, I shall quote the movie Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. Human being and our attributes are to look behind of what we have created, and we have created technology. Let us not dispose of this, but create it instead. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Mr. Thank you very much, thank you. Now, we are about to proceed to the most significant and also sometimes most difficult part of the competition. See, whenever we have a debating competition, we have emotion in the house, right? And finally, we have to take a decision whether to pass the motion or to reject it, or to go for modification. Yes, you want to say anything? Yes. Yes, okay. Yes, anyway. So we'll come to that. We'll come to the question whether to pass the motion or to reject it or to modify it and pass it. See, I do personally think that it has been indeed a privilege on my part, to be a part of this debating competition. Mainly because of the fact that, I have been to a number of debating competitions, but I'm really glad that today, in this debating competition, there was no shouting. This is something I really appreciate about all the participants. So I would like to congratulate all the participants, whether you are in the Treasury bench or you are in the opposition bench, for conducting yourself so decently and so nicely and in such a dignified and becoming manner. So congratulations to both the sides. Then another thing is that, see, about the topic itself, when the organizers came to me a few days back, the moment I saw the motion, I should say, I was immediately impressed. So I immediately asked, who formulated this motion? Now, formally speaking, irrespective of, who has formulated this motion, I would like to congratulate Alice in this house. I would like to congratulate Meshach for coming up with such a wonderful motion in the house, so nicely worded. Otherwise, sometimes what happens is that whenever we have a debating competition, wordings are done in such a vague manner, that the proceedings could not proceed to a proper direction. So this is one more thing which I like about this debating competition. So for this, I should either congratulate the organizers or Alice in the floor of this house. I think I should congratulate Meshach again. And if we closely examine this seemingly very simple and very short motion in the House, it has got clearly three important, components. One is technology, another is the question of saving, and the third one is world. And I'm also impressed by the quality of the deliberations, the quality of the ideas and the thoughts you have shared. Say, on many occasions, I have seen that the person who got invited to initiate the motion didn't properly understand how to initiate a motion. Now, that was not the case today. Then again, another thing I would like to say about this topic is that, technology. Whether technology can save the world or not, some of you have, I think one lady from this side has clearly said that the voting is not something like only technology, right? It is technology. Now, irrespective of that thing, the most important component of this, these words is this technology. Now, what is technology? Technology, I think I would have loved to hear a little more elaboration before you start, supporting or opposing the motion. I would like to dwell a little more on what you actually mean by technology. I think one of the members from the Treasury Bench made a good attempt to define what, to explain what technology means. So that is praiseworthy, I would say. Then what is it that we are concerned about to save? To save from what? What is that thing we want to save? Is it only the physical world, art as a body of masses? Or is it something, both the living as well as non-living things? Or is it that we also want to save, we are also concerned about saving quality of life, right? Is it also a matter of, saving, preserving, promoting beautiful thoughts, beautiful life, etc. Those things, what are the things that we want to save? So that also needs to be a little bit highlighted, if I may say so. So then, while carefully very carefully listening to, both sides, opposition side as well as Treasury side, and all of you have very good and logical arguments which you have put forward in contention of either your support or opposition to the motion in the House. But if I may add, I think let us remember something about two words. One is ability, another is intention, right? Two simple words, ability and intention. Of these two, that is ability and intention, the focus of this motion in the House, the term technology. Technology has to do with which one? It has to do more with ability or intention? Anyone? Say this technology. Whether technology can save the world or not, that is what we are discussing. See, it doesn't mean, it is not as if I'm trying to speak something else, because even in the, the legislative assemblies, whether it is the legislative assembly or union parliament, speaker, after all the members have spoken, the speaker also has the right to share some of his thoughts. And it is by way of, exercising that right which I have as a speaker that I am trying to speak a little bit. So between these two words, that is ability and intention, which one is immediately related with technology? Ability, definitely, it's not it. So technology is something which has to do more with ability. But then, let us reflect. Is it only ability which is important? What about intention? Ability and intention in life. Are we going to say that ability is the only thing which is important? What about intention? Intentions are also the right intention. This is also equally important, is not it? That is why we have had so many examples of brilliant failures in history. For example, Hitler. Hitler himself, he was a very able person, but at the same time there was a flaw in him. Perhaps that flaw has more to do not with his capacity to do things, but with his intentions. So the thing is that we have to take into account both, ability as well as intention. Now, so the importance of ability has been duly emphasized in the wordings of the motion in the House. It's not, I think all of you will agree, say the importance of ability in our life has been given due recognition when the term technology has been added in the motion in the house, right? In this sentence, in the house. So I would like, before I put this motion into vote, I would like to suggest that I think maybe it will be a good idea if we say neither neither passing the motion in the house in toto nor rejecting it altogether, but say if we try to modify a little bit like this: technology and people with right intentions can save the world. So this is a humble suggestion. Technology with technology and people with right intentions can save the world. This is a humble suggestion. Otherwise, I don't mind to put this motion in the house in toto for voting. And if we go purely by number, the number of voters obviously exit. They have 7, and in the opposition side there are only 6. But sometimes, you know, it is, see, these things are not merely a matter of numbers. It is also a matter of the amount of merit which the motion in the House has got. And by saying that, I also do not mean that the motion in the House doesn't have enough merit. It has merit enough in itself, but unless you don't have any, both sides doesn't have any objection to making it more complete by adding a few words like technology and people with right intentions can save the world. Suppose if we all, both the sides, as a treasury side as well as the opposition side, are ready to go for these modifications, then I think we can make a resolution which has been unanimously passed. So what do we say? What do you say? I would like to hear from the side of the treasury. Would you like to insist on the initial motion? Yes. Yes, I would like to give a chance to the opposition. Then after that, I will speak again.
Sir, as my worthy opponent has again stated, with a responsibility. So responsibility, it comes from the human being, not the technology.
Right.
So itself, the topic itself is of quantity, quality over quantity. Thank you so much.
What? Eight. You are talking about responsibility, and his take was that responsibility comes from the human self, from the side of the people. I think because of the, we are getting late because of time constraints. See, okay, fine. Technology has all the potential to improve quality of life. But whether that potential of technology has been put into use to the fullest maximum possible extent, that is something which concerns me. For example, okay, technology has brought about scrapers. Technology has invented so many medicines. Technology has improved means of transport and communication, etc., etc. Technology has done so many things. But at the same time, I am concerned with one important thing: whether difference between man and man has been reduced or not because of all the advancements. See now, the difference between rich and poor. On the one hand, we have skyscrapers. And at the same time, we also find that the number of slum dwellers has increased. So on the one hand, I fully agree with the viewpoint that technology has got great potential to improve quality of life. But at the same time, I that say the technology itself cannot act itself. It has been through people, through men itself, that technology say is going to operate. So, in honor of democratic traditions, which says that as to the best, to the best possible extent, we should try to accommodate the opinion of the majority. So this thing I have to appreciate. So, but at the same time, also parliamentary tradition demands that whenever, decisions are to be taken not merely on the basis of numbers, but also on the basis of merits or demerits of the motion in the House. So instead of, putting the motion into vote outright, I would like to defer the motion in the House to be discussed once again in another session, in another meeting of the House. Now, as the Speaker of this House, it is my privilege to adjourn the House sine die. Unfortunately, you have to bear with me a little longer because the organizers want me to announce the results. The results, please.
Hello. Thank you, Speaker Sir. Thank you, judges. Thank you, all the participants. We had a great time. So before we wind up this event, on behalf of the Manfete debate team, we would like to take a few times. So for this, may I invite Mangal Sana, MBA 4th semester, to please come and take your time.
Thank you, Robin. A warm good afternoon to one and all present here. It is my privilege to stand here before this gathering to wish the participants of this event. The importance of competition is in nurturing talent and promoting goodwill. An understanding between students of different institutions is well known. More than winning or losing, the spirit in which competitions are conducted deserves special mentions. May this competition bring out the best in you or to greater achievements in life. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but Tomorrow is ours to win or lose. I want to thank everyone here for coming this morning. Yes, now it is afternoon. I must particularly mention our speaker, Professor Sanjay Mangi, Sir, HOD, Department of Political Science, Dr. Loitongam Suresh Kumar, HOD, Electronics and Communication Engineering, NIT, National Institute of Technology, Langol, Dr. Thangzamang Lobom, Assistant Professor, MIMS. Last but not least, I also want to thank my dear friends. Without your support, this event may not have fulfilled. Thank you. Cheers.
Hello. In appreciation and gratitude, we would like to call upon the speaker, sir, speaker of today's event, to please kindly come forward and accept a small token of love from Manfete team. Next, I also would like to call Dr. Loitongam Suraj Kumar Singh to please kindly come forward and accept a small token of love. Okay, in meantime, may I also have the honor to call upon Dr. Thangzamang Lovum, Professor MIMS, to please kindly come forward and accept a small token of love. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir, please. Dr. Loitongam Suraj Kumar Singh, HOD Engineering and Communication, NIT Manipur. Thank you so much, sir. We also would like to thank all the participants. They have done very well. While they were speaking from behind, most of us got a goosebump because they spoke very well on the topic. For this, congratulations once again. And we will also would like to give a small token of love. So may I invite one of the organizers to please kindly come forward and hand over the certificate to all the participants. I'll read out the names. As I read out the name, please kindly do stand and accept our small token of love. First, we have Mr. Takel Mayum. Next, Tampasana. Followed by Samsung Paumai.
Not written. Okay, when I read all of this. Certificate what are the next afterwards, don't give this.
Just give it, man. Nothing will happen. Why you so?
No, now dear, what is the name now?
Wahengbang Monica. Sanat Thoibi. T.H. Reena Devi, Mary Kamai, Srishti Wahengbi, Suchitra Mayangbam, Namoyjam Nauba Maite, Saujit Joseph, Now may I invite our speaker sir to please come and declare the prize. For this, may I invite Professor Chan Babu to please kindly come forward and do the honor of giving away the prizes.
Dear participants and ladies and gentlemen, now it is my privilege to announce the result of this debating competition. In the third position, we have, any guess? In the third position, we have T.H. Reena Devi. Reena, just hold on, just stand. I think there has been a little bit of a mistake, not actually mistake, but nonetheless a mistake in the sense that there has been a tie. But even though they have entered one as third and another as second. So do stand with me for a while. Next, I would like to invite Mary Kamai. Mary Kamai. Stand. Congratulations, Mary. See, the minor mistake was that both Reena and Mary, both of you scored same marks. So it can never be a case of one being the third and the other being the second. So we have a tie for the second position. See the arm, maybe you didn't notice it. Both of them won 170 each. So fine.
Let them share that prize.
Yes. What about
Have you announced the third?
see? So from the remaining, we have to decide another third. That was our say the lines under 70. Yes, this one under 70. So one can be second, one can be third. 70. It's no one. So there has been a tie for second. So shall we go for
second prize, we'll give the same prize to both of them. For now, let them.
You have to decide one for the third position.
Third position. Third position, say, so if we go by this, it has to be this. Come.
So actually, there was a tie also in this ranking. So the calculator is required. And you put it in second. So how to
So 30. Third, I meant to say, third has to be W now.
this has to be the die.
Tại tàu vẫn là những cái kita yang second gi.
Second
Third
gi.
amat kan tak boleh ni.
You have to arrange for that an additional second position. That can be done later. But now it is, the position is, shall we announce on the third? No,
Yes, we'll announce the
third one. It has to be this then.
we'll announce the first and
Two second, then third is. So congratulations, Rina and Mary, on sharing the second position. Okay. We'll take care of it later. Okay. So having a tie for the second position, say we have to go for another winner who has won the third position. And the third position goes to W. Nauber Meite. My goodness. Don't worry. Nauber, congratulations. Well done. So, last of all, for the first prize, for the first position, we have, any guess? We have Srikant Thoksong. Congratulations. You may not worry.
Thank you, Speaker Sir, for declaring and giving away the prizes. And also thank you, Professor Chan Babu, for doing the honor of giving away the prizes. With this, we have come to an end of our program. Thank you one and all.